Hello, my name's Kendall Light, and welcome back. It's been a minute since I recorded anything, because I have been very sick, and I have an update for all that. If you don't know me, I created this channel because I have cancer and don't know how things are going to work out with that. So, to keep me motivated and for the sake of posterity, I have created this channel where I play Minecraft and you come with me and you help me and you ask me questions and we do stuff together so I can connect with other people because I live in a bedroom all the time, pretty much now. But I can adventure in Minecraft and we can do it together. So, because I have things to share and things to do, I thought kind of doing a voiceover would be the way to go with this. So this place needs villagers. And we need to start doing villager stuff to be able to progress. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, about what's going on there. So we're going to go look for villagers and bring them back here. But I'm going to do it as kind of a time-lapse thing. So I can tell you about all the updates all at once. And we don't have to, stumble over my words like I'm doing now, which, because I don't do a lot of YouTubes, is a thing. Let's go over here. Update around here. I did a little work. You see the mine and the chicken coop. We got chicken coop going on. We got the mine going on. We have a fantastic wheat field going on. Fantastic being subjective. Bundles. Those are kind of cool. I just got those. So I've done a little bit behind the scenes, but not much. But you see that hill up there? That's what we're going to work on this afternoon or later today. I guess it's not really an afternoon. That's what we're going to work on later once we corral the villagers, which I think we're going to put right down below me where I am right here. It'll be easier to bring them in. And so we're going to do that. We're going to get that done. So cue heading off to find villagers. Okay, bye. So hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I should have said that in the beginning. So I wanted to take a moment to share kind of what's been going on with me, because some of you have asked, and I am overwhelmed that you would take the time to ask a complete stranger. It's amazing. So as I said, some of you know I have cancer, and that's why I started this channel. Well, and it's been a minute since the video. I'm repeating myself. I'm so sorry. So what's happened? I've had 3 rounds of chemo now. I'm getting ready to have a 4th, so I'm trying to get this video out quickly. So after the first treatment, I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. I spoke too soon. I caught a simple cold. And when you're on chemo, even a cold can become a big deal. I got really sick and I had to go to the emergency room because I had a fever. So when you first start treatment, they give you this list of things that you should go to the emergency room for, and a fever is one of them. So thankfully, it wasn't anything too serious. I got some fluids and hung out in the ER for about 7 hours, and they decided my white count was all good, and thankfully it was all brilliant. However, they did do a CT scan, type of scan, to see all your insides, and they wanted to make sure I didn't have blood clots. And what they found was that after surgery and while healing up to be able to go start chemo, some of the cancer had come back. So before my 2nd round, I thought chemo might be easier without being sick on top of it. And it was. It was still really hard. I felt really weak and I struggled with even the most basic tasks. I couldn't even make myself a meal. But between the 2nd and 3rd rounds, I'm trying to keep up with the sequence of events. Between the 2nd and 3rd rounds, I had to get a thing called a portacat put in. It's a port, a small device that surgically placed under the skin. I was awake during the whole procedure, which I was not expecting. And so that was scary. But the port makes it so they don't have to stick me for IVs anymore. They can just access the port to give me medicines or take blood. So it helps a lot with the treatment. But there's more. Around round 3, my laptop, which I use to play Minecraft and other games, because I play on a laptop because it's mobile, where a desktop is not. It started overheating, which laptops can do, and it needed a really good clean. So I had to send it in for repairs and send it in because I couldn't get the back off myself to save my life. And so here we are. We're all up to date. But I also wanted, in the comments section, which was absolutely sideways thrilled that somebody asked a question. So I wanted to answer the questions from Batista. Batista asked some questions. I really enjoy when you post questions, so keep them coming, or suggestions, or whatever. If you want to say you're a horrible YouTuber, Ken, and we don't want you to post anymore, I will ignore that and do my thing anyway, but you can post. So they asked what I like doing in general. And Batista did. So I've always been a painter or an artist of some kind, so I really enjoy doing that. I also enjoy playing creative games like Minecraft or Planet 2 or Planet Zoo, Planet 2. Trout mubbles, getting my words all mixed up. Planet Zoo or The Sims. They also asked if I had any dreams or ambitions, and I had to give that some thought. And I think, or my dream would be to go camping out with the wild horses in central Canada or the United States. I've always loved horses since I was a tiny little thing. And I'd love to wake up in the morning and have a cup of tea and watch the horses graze in the sunrise and just enjoy being around them. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And they asked one more question. Is there any place I'd like to live? Another country. So I've lived in the United States and in Canada, and I've lived all over the United States, a bunch of states in the United States, but I've never been any place else. I lived in Texas, and I've never even been to Mexico. It was an oversight. When I went to school, I think my undergraduate degree was very useless, and it was I'm stumbling over my words. My minor in my undergraduate degree was medieval early modern studies. Who does that? That's a little obscure. Nobody does that. However, I've never had a chance to see the places that I studied and read about. And I think it's a dream of mine to be able to go visit those places and really experience them. So primarily Western Europe, but all over there would be really cool. So I wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for asking the questions and checking in on me. It means so much when you're stuck in a room and don't have very much interaction. Your support has been tremendously uplifting, and I can't express my gratitude enough. Knowing you're out there cheering me on truly helps me stay positive and keep pushing forward. Gives me something to look forward to each day and reminds me I'm not alone on this journey, and your encouragement motivates me to keep going. And for that, there are not words to express my gratitude. So I am going to stop now, and we are going to carry on with our stuff. We've got our place for our villagers all built, and we've got them all in, and we have stuff to do now and things to carry on with. So let's do it. Let's get on this stuff, and let's see what we got going. And thank you so much. And I'm going to do it again. Okay, bye. Now that we're all updated, we're gonna need a melon farm. The villagers are here and in their happy home, and we have a farmer villager who's willing to trade pumpkins and melons, and a very expensive mending villager. But to trade pumpkins and melons, we need a pumpkin and melon farm, and for a pumpkin and melon farm, we're going to need an iron farm. You get the idea. That's how it works. Can I get up this hill? Because up here is where we're going to put the iron farm. No, not up here. We're going to go up even higher. Thinking a build might work really well up here. So, iron farm it is. It's very simple. I will let you know who the creator of this iron farm is because it's super simple in the description, because I can't remember who it was. Snugbug? I think it's Snugbug. Anyway, up here is where the iron farm will be, so we can then move on to the pumpkin and melon farm. So let's get that built. Away we go. The difference between the Bad Omen 4 and Bad Omen 5. What's the difference? If you know, leave a comment. So let's name the zombie. And in honor of the questions, let's name the zombie Batista. Okay. Let's put away our bucket. Now we dig the pit. Well, with some minor adjustments and only dying twice, I think we have a working iron farm. Okay, guys, thanks so much for stopping by for this episode. I hope it was slightly entertaining and maybe you saw an iron farm that you hadn't seen before. What's up, dude? Next time, we'll work on the pumpkin and melon farm and get that started so we can trade with our villagers who we have humanely housed down below. I have an idea. I thought of potentially starting a Skyblock world. I mentioned it once before. Skyblock is much more linear and so likely easier to record. And it might be interesting and more interactive because I've never played it before. I've played one block, but not Skyblock. So I could really use your help if we play Skyblock. So you let me know if that works for you, if it might be something that you're interested in, and I will see you next episode. Okay, bye.